If you care about Mallory Square feeling like a public space, not something that slowly turns into a controlled experience, this is one to pay attention to. Because the city is about to make a decision that affects multiple connected pieces of that area all at the same time. And once those agreements are in place, they're not easy to unwind. This is items 41, 42, and 43 on the April 1st agenda morning session starting at 9 a.m. These are the three properties: the Hospitality House, the Cable Huts, and 402 Wall Street. All city owned, two inside Mallory Square, one right next to it. All recommended to the same operator. The structure is the same across all three. The city keeps ownership, a private operator takes on the cost to redevelop the buildings, then runs them and maintains them. The city is saying there's no direct upfront cost. That part is all straightforward. What's less obvious is that the commission is also being asked to authorize the city manager to negotiate and execute the final lease agreements. So when this vote happens, it's not just choosing a proposal. It's also handing off the final terms to be worked out and signed afterwards. Those terms, how the space is used, what access looks like, what stays public, what becomes controlled, may not come back in front of the public before they're finalized. So if you've been waiting to see the final version before forming an opinion, this is likely when that window is. All three of these went through a rebid process. In the first round, one of the proposers was deemed non-responsive due to missing required addendum documents, so the city reissued the RFPs. On the second round, two proposals came in for each. They were scored using a matrix: experience, financial capacity, project vision, and feasibility. The same company came out on top in all three. That's how we got here. There's also public comment in the record asking for more transparency in that process, specifically asking for both proposals to be presented publicly so people can actually compare the visions. That hasn't happened here. Right now, the recommendation is based on scoring, and scoring like this is subjective. That doesn't mean it's wrong. But when you're talking about a space like Mallory Square, it's fair to ask how those decisions were made and whether the public should be able to see both approaches side by side. I'll be linking the proposals so that you can read both of them for yourself. Another piece that keeps coming up in the documents is the Mallory Square master plan. The RFPs reference it directly. They talk about public use, cultural value, environmental education, connection to the aquarium. So we do have a bigger vision for this space. The question is whether these three decisions taken together move us towards that vision. Because this isn't one small lease somewhere else in the city. This is multiple connected spaces in one of the most visible public areas we have. If they're approved one at a time without looking at how they function together, it's very easy to drift away from that plan. If you want to be a part of this, you can. April 1st, 9 a.m. You can show up and make public comment. You can email the mayor and commissioners ahead of time. Even just asking questions helps. If I were sitting on the commission, I would want to look at these together, not separately. I would want clarity on public access before anything is finalized. And I would want to see how this aligns with the master plan in a concrete way, not just in language. I would want more transparency around how the scoring led to the outcome. And I would want to be sure we're comfortable approving both the operator and the process that finalizes the details at the same time. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to make sure you have what you need to be a part of the decision. The more people understand what's happening, the better this city works. And that's the kind of leadership that I believe in.